Ducati SuperSport First Ride and Review 2017. The simple answer is yes, it absolutely works. But if you're expecting a motorcycle like the past Supersports of a decade, or more, ago, then you should change your expectations. Ducati says the latest iteration of the Supersport isn't a modern-day interpretation of an old name, but instead a new direction. Ducati's out to prove comfort and sport are not mutually exclusive. Fuel is metered precisely no matter the ride mode, but I found myself wanting for just a touch more power during the initial twist of the wrist in touring mode. Switching to sport halfway through the ride gave a much more immediate burst of power without being too harsh or abrupt. I liked it so much it became my default setting for the rest of the ride. ABS and traction control are tied into each ride mode, but can be adjusted independently from the menu screen. Once above 4,000 RPM, the Supersport really starts to sing. It's belting out something in the region of 101 HP and 67 lb-ft to the wheel, based on the 937 in the last hypermotard we tested, and Ducati claims 80% of the bike's torque is available from 3,000 RPM. This playful character makes the Supersport a riot in the canyons, with readily available propulsion that gently pushes you forward instead of snapping you back, like on the 1299 Panigale. Simply put, you're the one riding the bike, not the other way around. The Supersport may be a road-going motorcycle first and foremost, but Ducati has racing in its blood, so it couldn't just have a single version of a model. Hence the Supersport S, distinguished by its matte white color, but also available in red, matching solo seat cowl, fully adjustable Öhlins suspension, and Ducati quick shifter, DQS. The S version further highlights the sporting chops of the bike without sacrificing its light-duty touring potential. To take full advantage of the Supersport S, a racetrack is needed. Ducati shuttled us to the Circuito Monte Blanco to fully explore the limits. With only two 20-minute sessions at our disposal, it was important to learn the track quickly. Fortunately, the relatively docile Supersport S made this easy to do, as its modest power doesn't overwhelm the senses, allowing me to spare a few precious brain cells to figure out my lefts from my rights. Once up to speed, the Supersport S is just as enjoyable on track as the standard model was on the roads. Without crazy horsepower to manage, liberal amounts of throttle can be applied exiting a corner as the bike is picked up and accelerating on the fat part of the tire. The rear Diablo Rosso 3 protests quickly when ridden this way, squirming and sliding as it copes with the rider's request, but the Ducati traction control, set to level 3 of 8 in my case, keeps everything under control. Without it, I'd likely still be in orbit as you read this. If you're the type to be more cautious as you navigate bends, the Supersport's excellent fueling means careful throttle inputs are met without harsh abruptness during on/off throttle inputs. Around a racetrack, the Supersport favors corner speed and momentum to make up for its modest power. Just like on the street, the SS has no problem changing directions, the wide bars providing ample leverage. More impressive was not feeling much of a difference between the Marzocchi/Sachs suspenders on the standard model and the Öhlins bits on the S. This isn't a knock on Öhlins as much as it is a credit to Marzocchi and Sachs. Granted, our time aboard the S was very short, so a more thorough assessment of the suspension will have to wait until we get one stateside. Either way, the bike feels composed and stable, the tires being the limiting factor in this equation for anyone truly wanting to set fast laps. There's plenty of room to move about the saddle, and when raised to its higher position, the windscreen even provides a decent pocket of still air for the pilot to tuck into. Because we were able to ride the bike on the track, I can't help but think the Supersport represents a shift in thinking of what a middleweight bike is. As I mentioned earlier, if you erase the notion that a middleweight has to be a 600 cubic centimeters 4, or 675 triple, the Supersport satisfies many of the same qualities. It feels roughly as quick as a 600. It feels lighter than its 463 pounds would make you believe, and it's less demanding both physically and mentally than a litter class racer. Or even the 959 Panigale, for that matter. It's even priced similarly to the 600 competition, too. Standard Supersports start at $12,995, S models $14,995. Compare that with the $12,199 price tag for the new Yamaha R6, or $14,999 for the R1S. Thanks for watching.